Who worked on it said the condition is perfect. So when you see me now, I'm swerving. That negative shit is the only thing that I be curving. Squad. I had to do it for the whole team. Don't let these fake niggas fool you on Instagram, homie. They ain't getting no cream. She making a lot of noise, but before we hit the bed, she told me she won't scream. I might let her fuck on the whole team. I had to do it for the squad. Who needs security when they the muscle? Cause they was with me when a nigga was waiting on a call back from Vuzu Hustle. I didn't get in cause my phone broke. It was too late when I got the message. And that was in 2017, right before the time I dropped that Colita record. The middle of the year came and I was doing competition after competition. I won the damn Kendrick battle and Universal Music told me that I got the vision. I guess chasing labels is counterproductive when you the one making all the top decisions. I got my eye up on the prize, just throw me the money. I never ever dropped the Benjamin Squad. Yeah, and we been ladies since high school. My niggas is crazy when they drinking. Sorry for anything that we might do. I know what these hoes is thinking, man. I throw a pickup line and she let me right through. She probably even spend the night too. I had to do it for the squad. I had to do it for the soldiers. I had to put it on my shoulders. And I don't fuck with snake niggas. I'm actually done with all the cobras. I'm ashing roaches on the sofa, my nigga. I had to do it for the culture. I had to do it for exposure, my nigga. I'm glad to do it till it's over. You'll never catch me.
At least I want to thank me.
I just want to say I'm very sorry. I need to buy this song.
Yeah.
I didn't believe you when you said it's hot. I was like,
this is, by the way, for the guys that are listening, this is DB, and the name of the song is Squad. So, the guy is good.
No, you said it when last week.
Yeah.
You sent me the song last week, and I was like, I'll listen to it. But the thing is, by the time you sent it to me, I was listening to Today's Nightmares, Tomorrow's Aries, and then I was listening to Logan. Like,
you're lying, man. You had left Wi-Fi at gym, so you didn't want to waste data.
No,
you're like,
man.
nah, I'll see this when I get to gym again tomorrow.
And I forgot. Nah, man. I was really listening to those albums because whenever me and my friends talk about them, I didn't have a leg to stand on because I only listened once. Like both albums, I only listened once.
Yeah.
I was like, you every listen, like every time you listen to an album, there's that one song that stands out. Yes. So I was really listening, and man.
Yeah.
Didi, I'm sorry, bro.
Man, this boy, look, for me, he just came out of nowhere. I don't, like I told you, I was just listening to music, and it came through as one of the shuffled songs that came through when I was listening to it, and I was like, wow.
He's doing it for the squad.
Wow.
He's doing it for the squad.
Damn.
Where is he from?
I'm not sure, but he's South African, that's for sure. But in terms of like background, I listened to some of the songs that he has, like Hyena. It's a nice song with J Smash. But yeah, man, the boy, for me, I think if he keeps to it, probably has to dabble a bit on a little bit of a piano to get the traction for people to see him.
Nah, do you think he needs with this fire?
Yeah, but that's the thing, to get your name out. Because if you look at his music, he's been doing this for a while. There's like songs from 2018, 2016. You understand?
Yeah.
So at some stage, I think you need that boost to put you in front of the people. And then, of course, when people go in and they're like, oh, shit.
This nigga.
You know?
Oh, I saw Beast is doing it.
Beast. Yes.
Beast.
And Beast has been around.
Yeah, I know.
Beast has been around. And I think that's where it's getting to now, where, you know how like US rappers, they have to feature Drake, to get that attention. Yeah. So I think now you just have to
sacrifice.
Yeah, you have to just go into piano. And I think, like we spoke last week, there's that middle path between piano and hip hop, which I think a lot of hip hop cats can feel comfortable with, and get their names out there. So yeah, man. Yeah, it's
DB's
pretty dope.
It's
pretty
very
dope. Yeah,
very dope.
He's got an EP up till now from 2019.
Okay, need to
understand? Yeah, the guy has been pushing, man. The guy has been pushing.
Yeah, he's fire.
Yeah, man. welcome. It's episode 24 of the Takeover. I'm gonna stop saying bitches, by the way. I'm gonna say bitches, but when we do the merch,
you gotta.
Yeah, it will be there.
Yeah,
it's a takeover. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, man, thank you for joining us. We are live on YouTube. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and anything else. Yeah, and all the rest that you actually listen to your podcast from. So
are they called DMVs?
DMVs or DSPs?
DSPs, yes.
DSPs, yeah. DSPs.
All the other DSPs.
Yeah. Big Merv, how's the week been, man? How's the week been?
Brother,
you went home?
I went home Saturday.
Were they happy to see you?
They didn't even get a chance to see me, man.
What happened now?
Because I went to my friend's place Saturday. Right? I told you we're gonna deliver some stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sunday morning, I went home, and there was a wedding. So everyone was just.
Oh, someone was getting married.
Someone was getting married.
A relative of yours.
Like those, old school, like his grandfather and our grandfather. One of those. So it was, my aunt was.
They're like halfway between. I can smash this one and this one is a relative.
Yeah, halfway through.
So when you have those big family functions, bro, and you're like, oh damn, who's this?
Yeah, so
and you start asking, who's this? And then there's that one cousin like, no,
this one,
that one.
He's her grandfather, and your mom's grandfather. Imagine my mom's grandfather. Her grandfather and your mom's grandfather were cousins.
And that time you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have asked. I should have just laid down. When he's talking in the morning, you're like, Ngampela. Oh shit, we related. You're like, okay, peace, man.
So, hey, man, I just saw them for like an hour, literally. I just saw them because it was up and down. Everyone was busy. The festivities, the wedding. It was a big wedding.
All right.
Like it was, one of those. It was and people have been in lockdown. So when there's a wedding, like literally,
it's still lockdown, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone is pandemicked out. Like, as Donald Trump would say.
Yeah.
Everyone came out. It was so packed that the security guards were just there for being there. Because they were hired to keep the number relative. But outside, because they had barriers and stuff.
Yeah.
Outside it was packed outside more than inside. So it was at some point, when it got dark, there was just chaos. They broke those barriers and
Of course.
But it was
I also went home. I was there for a little while, man. I think I left before they started counting how many times I go to the fridge.
Wow.
If you stay too long at home, bro, they're like,
counting.
this nigga just keeps on going to the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck up our grocery.
Bro. And it was the end of the month.
Yeah, and then they start saying, hey, Nyalamba, you guys are hungry there, Joe. Come back home. You're like, you guys are hungry there in Joburg. You're like, you don't know, man. You don't know.
Are they good though?
Yeah, they're good. My nieces, my nephews were there. The whole family. We had to meet. There were family things we needed to sort out, and so everyone was there. My sisters came up from Durban. My mom's okay; he stays there. My other brother came from his spot where he stays at the farm. Yeah, man, we chopped it up. So it was worth it. But
one was the side.
in Joburg, yes.
So you're the black sheep.
No, man. Doesn't mean I'm in Joburg. I'm a black sheep.
You are the black sheep.
No, man. No. Do you know what? Sometimes, for me, growth comes from you being somewhere where you know that you have to do your shit.
Yeah.
And you don't have that plan B because
leaving your comfort zone.
Do you understand? You leave your comfort zone and you have to push. And that was my decision to come up to Joburg.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy about it. Even though Joburg has shown me flames, dog. I've had a good period where things were good, but Joburg has been an eye opener. But I think now I'm at a good space where I'm sort of I've got my way of doing things.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about Joburg, that if you come here and you don't know exactly, if you don't know yourself, you can lose yourself.
Exactly.
You understand? Because there's so many things to do here, and there's so many people that are here to hustle, right? And at some stages, some of those people use other people to hustle.
Yeah, you are their hustle sometimes.
Do you get my point? So it's just, especially when you come from a small town, it's just have to be, find your way around it, find the right people to be around. Because even your supposed friends can sell you out.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm back. I was there for like 2 days, so I'm back now. And when I came back, first thing we're gonna touch on is this Uncle Vinny, this young kid. All right. I knew of, I think I remember asking you about Uncle Vinny last year when I wanted to do that post where he was going to host the Sahas.
The Sahas, yeah.
And I'm like, who's this kid? And you're like,
I told you.
He's the next
Scoop.
I'm like, huh? So I start reading up about him. I'm like, okay. But at that time, I know there's growth.
Yeah.
Right? As people grow, there's growth. But this guy's exploded.
Exactly. I told you.
This nigga has exploded.
What did you say to me when I told you he's the next Scoop and who's this other Caesar Dlomo? And you said, nah.
Well, you know what the stuff that I was seeing when I was doing at that time, especially, he wasn't doing a lot of presenting or something like that. Yeah. It was mostly about hosting parties and being an MC.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay, so this guy is gonna become like, you know, the host of the host, like the MC.
Yeah.
But after the Sahas, then they announced that he's gonna be hosting that show, that sort of like news segment on MTV.
On MTV,
right?
Yeah, I know the show. I just forgot the name.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. So now he's going into presenting, and then I'm like, wow. And then on the other podcast, when they interviewed him, the numbers just went sky high. Mm-hmm. They're fucking ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay. And then you go onto Instagram and you're seeing this boy, he's like, of course, he's hanging around with the major league DJs, but you see the engagement on his posts and you're like, okay, there's something happening here. But what happened this weekend with his birthday
was some other level. Carnage.
Nota. Like
rampage.
Like you're like, what the fuck? You saw the queues going around blocks in Bram. Mm-hmm. You're like, what the fuck? The streets were on lockdown because there's so many people and so many cars, and it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
There's another video where I think they opened the gate to the thing, and the crowd was just pushing through. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
He's had that effect on people since I think 15 or 16.
Yeah.
That nigga was planning and hosting parties before he was even allowed to get into the parties.
No. And I've heard something which is interesting, which I think why he's so focused. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. Right?
He's just he has that energy in him.
Yeah.
So
he can't dance either, but those fucking moves, like get the vibe going.
Exactly. He's an entertainer.
Yes.
If he had the talents to produce, he was gonna be Puffy. You see how Puffy can get the,
because he's also been featured in a song or two with who's this other boy? It's Major Steez or whatever.
Major Steez.
It's Major Steez.
Phantom Steez.
Yeah, Phantom Steez. Yeah. I think he's been in one or two songs there or something. Nah, like
that boy he has a radio show, by the way.
He's got a radio show now?
Yeah. No.
On the Hillbro.
In the Hillbro. I think it was Josie FM or Hillbro FM.
No, it's Hillbro. I remember when I was researching.
Yeah.
He was at Hillbro FM.
Imagine from what's that, community station or regional?
Yeah.
It's community station, right? Imagine from that, he might move. What's the obvious?
Of course, YFM.
Between Y and UJ.
I think
UJ is also big.
I think it's outgrown
UJ.
Yeah, I think it's
Tax FM and UJ FM is outgrown.
I think if he gets onto
Y, Yeah.
It's probably why it's been in a decline for quite some time now, and I think
they're gonna need.
he is. I look at this. I look at him. I look at Kamampela.
Yeah.
I know he's a little bit older, but I look at Tyson, the comedian guy.
Tyson.
Yeah, is it Tyson Comedy or something like that?
Okay.
I'll get his name. But I look at those guys. I look at Costa Titch. It's a breath of fresh air. Mm-hmm. And what I like is that there was a time where after Bonang, every girl presenter wanted to present like Bonang. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Understand? And these guys are breaking that thing now where they're just starting a new way of doing things. And it's fucking crazy. It's amazing.
I'm loving it.
It's dope.
You see how free they are.
It's dope, man. It's dope.
And I remember I once told you way back that this new wave and this new generation of creatives, they're all about the vibes.
Exactly.
It's almost as if like they don't fuck the money. I'll get the money once I get the vibes.
I think they understand the number one rule of entertainment, which is be unique and do your shit as good as you want. And if you build it, they're gonna come. Understand? Be unique, do your best, and if you build it, they're gonna come. So hence they're not following the rules. They like I think on the next episode we will keep on talking about doing a feature about the groups.
Yeah.
But just to touch on that, hence we don't have groups because everyone is like, I'm unique. And if I build it, they're gonna come. And hence the group philosophy, which is everyone for everyone, and we are stronger together. People they're stepping back. These guys, he was in school last year. Just getting back to Uncle
He's
Vinny.
19.
Yes, he was in school last year and high school, and first year out, he's been building up to this. You talking about 15? I've heard people say he started doing and getting into these clubs and everything like that when he was 13.
See, I only heard of.
I think Kwesta says he met Uncle Vinny at 13. Understand? So, but basically, you're looking at a 5-year grind that is now
and
just
build up.
And now he's got no school, so now he's just blowing up. I say now, these guys that I've just counted, they're gonna go beyond SA.
Yeah,
they're gonna be international.
Foka is already there.
They're gonna be international. Ukamampela, she's mentioned that her aim is to go overseas. She's already choreographing shit for overseas people, right? Costa Titch, for me, he is one of those guys that represent what hip hop has actually become. Where it's like you say, it's about the vibes, it's about the coolness of the music, and the mere fact that we can't ignore this. The mere fact that he's white and incorporating Kwaito, Kwaito stuff into his music, the dance into his music, the stuff that people can easily repeat, sort of like a tag, those things that you can repeat. That's gonna take him far. He's probably he's probably the smartest artist we have.
Costa.
Yeah. He's smart in terms of how he does his music. We can't even talk about if he's good or not in terms of rapping.
Yeah.
Because he's made that argument or that conversation null and void. He's saying, I'm doing this music thing the way I know how to do best. I'm giving people a good performance. I'm giving people a good time, right? And I'm going to incorporate where I come from, which is SA. I'm going to incorporate because then with that, I've got an identity, right? And you can sell that. And wow.
You sold it.
I at first I had my issues with, is he really what he reflects in his music, where he uses vernac, is it really him? And I feel it's him now. If maybe at that time it wasn't him, but it's actually grown into him.
When last did you hear of him?
Foka, there's a song.
No.
Costa.
Costa.
There's a song that they released about a week or two back. There's also a snippet that he released of a song that is done with AKA.
Yeah.
Not the one in the album, but there's another one. Yeah. So he's been working.
Yeah,
but
apparently he's in a bad space, man. Like mentally. The whole negative vibe of, but he's a white guy, he's culture appropriation, and then he just fell into this dark place, and he stopped doing some interviews, and he just
No, I think with that, there's something that has to be said about that issue. I had some of those thinkings, I had some of those thoughts about it, and as I'm saying, at first I thought maybe he was just doing it as a gimmicky, but I can see that it's actually part of him now. His management chose to shelter him. All right.
Oh yeah.
They chose. You talk about he's not doing interviews and all that. He's sheltered and is only experiencing the fan love, right?
Oh.
Now my issue with that is there are issues which are critical to his growth. This question of is he appropriating is a critical question. They should face it head on. They shouldn't let it sort of like simmer and let it grow over time. They should have just said, okay, you guys are saying this. He comes out with his story. He has a fucking, let's say, a big interview, whatever platform. Have a big interview where you face this shit head on. Because what is going to happen is that once you've explained your stance, it's out of your hands. But now, with you going back in your cocoon, right? Because what happens is that once you've explained your stance, yes, you might not convince everyone, but there are going to be those who are like, oh, shit, I didn't realize about this. Oh, you get my point.
I get your point.
And you're going to get your fans defending you because they've heard from you about the subject.
Yeah.
But now if you're going to shy away from it, even your fans want to support you, but they don't know your views about it. You get my point. The only thing they can say is like, let the kids have fun.
Exactly.
But at the moment, with especially since we are very close to American culture now, there's that big talk about appropriation, about black people actually making money and actually benefiting from the things that they started. They should benefit, all right? Okay. Now you can't run away from that. You're gonna let it grow. You're gonna let it grow legs. And I understand that he is young, cool enough, but his music, there's no age group in music.
Yeah.
You get my point.
Yeah.
So it's like you can be an 18-year-old, but 18-year-old Mbappe. But now if you're playing for PSG, you have to quickly get up there.
Yeah.
You have to quickly get to that point of PSG, the PR that is involved in PSG. You know how to treat the fans. They have to train you, media train you quickly. They can't say, this one is young, we're gonna shield him. You are at the spotlight, guy. You can't hide from it.
Yeah.
So I think they, for me,
his team needs to do a better job.
Yeah, I think they shouldn't have. I think there's no interview that where I've come across where he attends to the issue, right? And I'm just saying that they should have faced the issue head on. When it started, they should have, because there was a time where I think it went on after the album, where he dropped his album. Yeah. It went on for like a week and a half on Twitter. And a week and a half on Twitter is a fucking long time.
2 days is a long time.
Yeah. You understand? So what do? They call him back and they're like, no, the shelter. We're just going to bring you out when you do the performances. But now you're letting the thing simmer. At some stage...
And it's not like he doesn't have a phone. He sees these things online.
Yeah, of course. His management sees it online. At some stage, you're going to have to face it. So why are you letting it simmer? Just face it up front at the beginning. State your case, all right? And then let it be. let it be and then you can ride out. Ride it out.
Yeah.
At least you know you've stated your case. Because these people are not going to stop. And even if after you've stated your case, some people won't stop. But I'm just saying, at least there will be a reference of what you said. So whoever goes on now and start talking shit, it's because they're just maybe hating or they don't want to see from your point of view. But to run away from it, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. All right.
So,
but yeah, man, this kids, I'm happy about it, man.
they're on fire. Yeah?
This is fucking refreshing.
Refreshing.
Yeah, refreshing, man. And all the best to them, man. They teaching the especially the generation just above them. Oh, to be unique, dog.
Just be you.
Yeah, just be you. And the people that dig it, there's enough people. With all the way you can distribute your creations now, there's your Twitter, your Wadwada, your DSPs. You can do it yourself, and you'll find your tribe.
Yep.
Right. You don't have to try and ride on to somebody else's tribe. You find your tribe, and the people that like it will dig it. You're on.
You're out of here.
Yeah, for sure. So, for Uncle Vinny, is this the clap? Away Masakin, man, all the best, dog. That was fucking beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. Man. And people were saying, if that is his 19th birthday, what's gonna happen on the 21st?
Bruh. Imagine. Hey? Imagine.
I say they must take the 21st to the dome. They'll fill it up.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. They'll fill it up. They'll fill it up, bro.
And sell tickets.
These youngins,
they just love that boy, eh?
But also, there's something about this, if you call it 2000s, where they actively support what they like.
Yeah. Because I saw at home, at the wedding,
yeah,
everyone was doing every 2000. Like, that's how I identified the 2000s. Dude, everybody, the 2000s doing the Uncle Vinny dance. That's how I did. It's like, 2000.
Yeah.
2000.
And to think about it, let's be honest. I mean, the guy has made it cool, but that shit is whack. But it gets the party going. It's get the party going, so it does its work.
It does its work.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that's Uncle Vinny, man. Let's step the case on. Your favorite commentator, your favorite record label owner, your Kwesta's ex manager, babysitter.
What?
Kwesta's babysitter. Nota, right? Let me start. Let me just open, and then I'll let you speak on it because you've got your feelings about it. For me, Nota has got a lot of information. I think I've said that to you before. He's got a lot of information through experience, all right, in terms of the music industry, especially the hip-hop industry. And he seems to be someone who attracts a lot of knowledge. He reads, he's always up to date with, a lot of things. And he's got a good memory about things that he talks about, all right. But I think his delivery needs to be sort of tweaked a bit.
Polished.
Yeah, tweaked a bit. Now, he's not that dumb to understand what I'm saying, right? In terms of tweaking how you message your shit. I feel that he does it on purpose. I feel that when he does that and the way he delivers the message, he knows that within the truth of whatever he's talking about, there's going to be some residue or some attention that is focused on who's saying it, right? So the conversation about Obo Black Coffee is a conversation to be had, right? But it has become now Nota versus Black Coffee.
Okay.
It's not about Nota versus GBV, which is what he was raising.
Yeah.
Right? And he's had lawyers' letters sent and whatever. So that's my point. Delivery. And I don't think it's a mistake. I think he does it on purpose. To bring the attention to him. He's trying to build his profile in terms of being a social commentator and the voice of reason, if you want to call it that.
The authority.
Yeah, but it's like he's using like shock jock tactics.
Yeah.
You understand?
Value.
But you take it over as if I understand.
Wow.
As a stand, you can
Nah,
take it
man,
over.
I also feel the same way. Like he has a lot of knowledge, and with knowledge, if it's not conveyed in a correct manner, it can come out as jealousy, arrogance,
Exactly.
and sometimes stupidity. Can sound stupid even when you're telling the truth. And with Nota, I just think you said you think he does it on purpose. I think it's impulsive. Like if
It cannot be. You can't even explain that. It cannot be impulsive where they've had a running battle. Actually, he's had a running battle against Black Coffee, right? When he has that running battle against Black Coffee, it's if one of the statements that he made was like that, that's one statement. But you can't have 5 statements in the space of, let's say, 3 months about the same issue, and you still showing that impulsiveness. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So you've had so much time to actually think about the issue, and you still go with that aggressive, irritating, spiteful tone, right?
Yeah.
It means you are purposefully doing it. If it was a once-off statement, maybe I can give him the benefit of the doubt. But now, if we just talk, we're not even talking about the Casper issue that he has with Casper. We're not talking about the Nasty issue, right? Now, we're bringing him now because there's a Kwesta issue now, right? And in all these instances, he's impulsive. It cannot be. It's he knows, because when he went after Uzuchi coke dope about the illness that Uzuchi coke dope, he knew that he was doing that, and then he came back and apologized. He knew when he was talking lies about to play coffee within the good commentary he was talking about GBV. He knew the lies. The lawyer sent letters, and then he had to backtrack again. Do you understand? Okay. So what I'm saying is, it's on purpose. If you know you're not learning, you know how it's going to be. It's on purpose, and I think you want to bring the attention to you. So let's get to the story. Kwesta is being locked out of his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right. Supposedly had like 173,000 people or something like that, followers on it. All right. And he posts on and a fan asked him on Twitter, he's like, why are you locked out? Why are you starting a new channel? Right? I think the new one is up to 3,000 now or something like that.
Subscribers.
Yeah, subscribers.
Okay.
Because I think he's dropped 2 tracks on that one. So Kwesta then says he's been locked out. Okay. Now, Nota sees this, and then he responds and is like, tell the truth. You're not being locked out. We cannot, I think his company is called Ubertainment or whatever, Nota's company. We cannot just give over these resources that we built for you without being paid for them. Okay? And he talks about how he built a fan base, Kwesta, his social media presence and everything again. Fair and good. For me, it seems like going back to when we started knowing Unota, let's say mid last year to late last year. And I kept on saying to you, why is this guy keep on talking about Kwesta and sort of like he made him? Right? And I feel, Uti, I even said, I hope Uti at some stage Kwesta comes out and actually states the record. Because this guy is taking all the credit of Kwesta. Kwesta said that. He then goes on, I think it was a firehouse, probably like three tweets. You weaponizing the supports that are, your audience that are built for you against me. It's respect. You must pay for the YouTube channels, blah, 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 blah. I'll say this. Of course, we don't know the finer details of how things worked out. For me, Kwesta should have just bought this thing.
Okay.
Right? If he's saying it's his thing or not, just buy it and then get it over and done with. Ukwesta is being run is being managed by Duma Creations. Understand? So what I'm saying is that chick that runs with Duma Collection.
Truly.
No, it's not Tuli. It's something Mapena. Sibu Mapena. Yes. Sibu Mapena, she looks like she's on point with the shit that she does. She looks very professional. She knows her shit. Surely they could have foreseen this on the album rollout when they were scheduling it. We've got a problem where we can't access our own page. Why do you leave it? Kwesta is releasing the album on the 30th. Why are you leaving it until this late stage, right, to sort this shit out? Kwesta and Nota parted ways last year.
That should have been handled last year.
Yes. Your social presence as an artist now is paramount, that you've got control of it. It's fucking paramount. And then there's stories that the H1 that they're using was actually did not belong to Kwesta. It belonged to a business partner, Nota, and now Big Zulu is using it.
Hey, man.
The studio was not there. Big Zulu is using the studio.
So
right?
The studio in Joburg.
Yes. That was not Rap Life or whatever they used to call themselves.
Rap Life was just the name.
So let me show you something. If you go to, let's say, Kwesta's music, all right? Let's say Kwesta. We'll go back to the stuff that he did back. Let's see, Spirit, no? Okay, look here. Look who actually owns this shit. Where is it now?
Who owns that? The song.
Wait, it was a one. Where is it? How can I find it now? Okay. So go to watch. Okay, let's go down to the end. I will. But what I'm trying to say to you, it is Nota's company that actually sort of owns the music.
So this guy,
Kwesta
doesn't own his masters.
Wait, let's go to where are the albums, because I think the albums will tell us what I'm looking for. It's Kwesta. What was the other album? Dakatu. Yeah, here's the album. Okay, let's go down. Under exclusive license from Urbantainment. That's Nota.
Yeah. Fuck. So, sorry, it's not Rap Life.
Where is Rap Life here, dog? Nah, but Sony Music Entertainment Africa under exclusive license from Urbantainment. So Urbantainment owns it, and they're licensing it to Sony for distribution purposes.
Oof.
It's a fucking mess.
How did you get to own?
So what was Rap Life?
That's what I'm asking. Like, Rap Life was just the name. Is that what it was?
But going back, these things are coming out now because they want to release an album, all right, which, of course, is going to relaunch. It's been 5 years before this since this guy released an album. Surely, you're going to do your fucking due diligence and say, yo, I need this back. I need to be in control. Now, I was talking to someone on social media, and I was like, oh, actually, someone commented on one of the videos that we put up. And it's like, I love Kwesta. He was asking me about the date because I had said 31st of April. It's like, 31st? I'm like, no, it's actually, sorry, my mistake. It's 30th. And he comes back, it's like, no, I'm away. Because I love Kwesta. So I'm like, okay, cool. But I don't know why this guy is so quiet. And then you understand that if you're not in charge of your YouTube page, you are going to be quiet. You are going to be quiet. Do you understand? So you are now in the middle. Actually, it's not even in the middle. It's at the last step of your album rollout. And you've just started a page with only 3,000 subscribers. This, for me,
this is a mess.
From Nota's side, I understand. He's saying this is business. I did this. I need to get paid for it. That's what he's saying online. Kwesta hasn't disputed that. All right. And I'm sure he's not going to dispute online because then it's going to go back and forth. But as we stand, it's not disputed. But what I'm saying is now you are under professional management, Duma Creatives, and you guys can't fucking figure out that you need to own your own YouTube page. Why? Last year he released the 2-pack with those songs.
I'll tell you.
You don't know.
I love the song.
But he released the 2-pack.
Jandine.
Yeah, Unjandine and the other one. Yeah. At that time, why wasn't it sorted out?
So he released the 2-pack still under Entertainment.
Okay, let's go there. Let's check. These things are Unjandine.
Yeah.
Here's Unjandine. Let's see if we get down there. Okay, no, there's nothing here. But it was a 2-pack. Let's say go to album. Yes. Okay. Two-Scave. It was called Two-Scave.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Still.
Nota still owns it.
You know what? I don't know, hey?
It now makes sense. It now makes sense because those 2 songs were fucking dope.
Yeah.
But they were not promoted. I think he did those songs to finish off the deal.
Kwesta.
Yeah. Did those songs to finish off the deal. Those 2 songs were dope.
But they were not
promoted.
Yeah.
Understand? So I'm saying to myself, for me, this is so fucking childish and so amateurish. I myself, as a non-industry guy, just a fan, can understand that you need to be in control of your fucking distribution mechanism. Yeah. Do you get my point? You need to control and YouTube, YouTube is part of your social shit, bro. Social proofing your ish.
It's a big part of it. Now, when I hear of a song, the first place I go to is YouTube.
Exactly. And now, what is it done? It's only on thingy. It's only on 3,000.
3,000. And
you are coming back with a big album after 5 years. That is so fucking amateurish. I'm sorry to say, that is such a dumb shit, bro.
Yeah.
Unless we come back and say, because it seems like Nota saying you must pay me, but unless it comes back and say maybe Nota said he wants 50 million, like something ridiculous. Yeah. But for now, you should have tried everything together, or even build it up. Build it up. You had a year
to build up your YouTube.
Build it up. You had a fucking year. Even if you're not releasing music, just do my freestyles to build up freestyle, boom, boom, boom,
and
boom,
he's
boom.
good with the freestyles. He's nice with them.
Yeah, but that will build up the page.
Yeah.
Because let's say he can't take that music from that other page and bring it to this side. Okay, cool. But then build up the page anyhow else, bruh. Fucking start a reality show or studio sessions, you understand, and put some content out so that by the time we are less than a week
from the album.
It's actually 5 days, I think, now.
And the promotion is also, it's not there as well.
It's to me, even the 2 songs that is dropped, the first fire, 2 singles, those are fucking fire tracks.
No promotion.
Bruh. So you look at that stuff and you say someone has been in the game for so long, but even me, North Gates, I understand. I can say it now, man. This guy is like, I don't know, maybe it's a Folsoras thing. He's from Folsoras, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Katlehong. Maybe it's a Katlehong thing, man. You know, but you have to be professional when it comes to music. You can't take it saying at you kota and chips lapanda and you know that's gonna be your burger. No. A burger needs a burger. There's a patty, you know, bacon. You know, don't do it like you're doing it like a kasi, bro. Like be professional. You know. So,
but let's just hope he'll sort out his mess before the album comes out.
Nah,
just hope so.
It's too late for me. It's too late. And anyway, we'll see how it goes, man. I was hoping that it's the album is good. Like I said, I like the first 2 singles. I hope it looks like the album is gonna be dope. So let's see how it goes. Bad news. R.I.P. Shock G.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Shock G, man.
Another one.
Celebration. So now it's three weeks in a row. We've first had,
DMX.
First had DMX, and then we Black Rob, and then now we got Shock G. Man, our legends are leaving us, dog. Shock G. One of the standout things that I heard about Shock G, I knew about Shock G was that he's actually the first guy who put Tupac on a song.
Mm-hmm. First. Was Shock G a kind of mimicish? Like,
he was a serious rapper. I think of course, like what he did on that song that they did with Tupac, I Get Around.
Yeah.
That song was not mimicky. Those rhymes were not mimicky.
Yeah.
Though that delivery was not mimicky. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard a few more songs, over the weekend when I was looking at his stuff that is stuff. Yeah. The group that it was in, what is something underground?
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. That was not mimicky. Understand? He was a serious
rap
musician. Musician even before, because he was the producer. He produced some songs for Tupac as well. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace, man, to the OG. It's OG Shochi. Yeah, but rest in peace to him, man. And you guys go out and check out some of the material that he put out. Really, really influential, and actually brought a lot of smiles back in the day.
Yeah.
And a well-respected voice within the hip-hop community. So
rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace, rest in peace. Rest in power, they sometimes say as well.
Yeah.
So that's Shock G. And talk about Shock G, something that is also shocking. This Tokyo guy.
Don't say it like that.
This Tokyo guy.
No.
No. We dating in the same bracket. So it's a Tokyo guy. Yeah, we're dating in the same bracket.
Don't confuse Don't confuse Tokyo with who's this guy? Tony Ngeni.
You don't know Tokyo's girlfriend?
I know her.
She's what, 20, 26, 27?
Hey,
I'm not confusing shit. I know who I'm talking about. Right? It's some exotic looking. Oh, shit. Yeah, she looks fire. She looks fire. Now, Tokyo started off with an interview.
Yep.
On News, is it Newsroom Africa that was on?
Was it Newsroom or ENCA?
ENCA, one of those guys. One of those white companies. The one with the front and the other without the front. Okay, we shouldn't diminish people's achievements.
Yeah.
But I don't still believe Newsroom belongs to us. But anyway, he comes on there and he starts talking about funds and billions and trillions of billions and some big numbers. It starts getting traction at the same time as the Super League was getting traction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, fuck Tokyo, man. I'll get up to him. They're trying to fucking kill football. Right?
Yeah.
I sleep on this. I'm busy with Super League. Aibo. The story of Tokyo is getting traction. Mm-hmm. There's people that believe what this guy is.
I'm one of those people.
And then
if they smoke, there's fire. Tokyo's not. He's not crazy. he knows something. I know people are saying that just trying to discredit his image and what he's saying by saying he's scammed and they scammed him and blah 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 blah. But there's definitely money.
Okay, so we try on the channel to not really get too deep into politics, but we can't ignore this since supposedly there's money around.
There's money around, yeah.
So briefly, what do you understand? Where's the money? Who stole the money? And when was the money stolen? You say you believe him, so just give me brief. All right, I've been out of the country. I've just come back. I'm seeing Tokyo. I'm like, I'm in Japan here. And then they're like, no, they talk about Tokyo sex whale. And then I'm like, okay, cool. So explain to me, what is the issue here?
Tokyo says there's billions of rands, right, that were for the Heritage Fund. The Heritage Fund does exist because there were rumors or there were...
No. Don't give commentary. I'm saying, tell me what
Tokyo
you got from Tokyo.
Tokyo says there's billions in the Heritage Fund, and the account, you can't access it from a normal bank. So the account is in the Reserve Bank, and only people with level 5 clearance can distribute the money. Right? Meaning, who's the guy? The Pilchard guy. Who's the Pilchard guy?
Tito.
Tito and Ramaphosa and who's that other guy? Yeah, they have level 5 clearance, so they have access to the money. So he's basically saying, even the relief fund from the $500 billion, people are not supposed to get 350, they're supposed to get 2.7, and they chout the money. So that's what, this is you coming back from Hawaii. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what Tokyo's saying. So there are people saying, reports saying Tokyo got scammed personally.
No. Stop jumping the gun. When you said you believe him, tell me what he said. Don't go to the commentary. Tell me what he said that makes you believe, Uti, what is this money? Tell me that he came with the files. Tell me there's the money there. Somebody acknowledged that there was money there. You know, that's what that's just give me the status.
There's money there. Tokyo says there's money there. These people, the big six is chowing the money. That's what he's saying. There's billions.
So what proof does he have of that?
There's no proof.
Okay, wait.
No proof
what
yet.
proof does he say he have? There's people chowing the money.
He doesn't have concrete proof.
Interesting. Okay. All right. He doesn't have concrete proof.
Proof.
So he doesn't have concrete proof that who's chowing the money.
Yeah.
But it says money was chowed.
There's money.
How does he have proof that the money was chowed?
I believe he has.
No, he put up he was on a press conference. And that's when you sent me the story and you're like, he's spilling the beans. And I'm like, okay, what the fucking beans is he spilling? So, because every let me put it this way.
Yeah.
I've seen some interviews, I've seen some news coverage of this. Because I'm like, from the story that he said when he was talking on the, let's say it's ENCA, because I think he was talking to JJ, if I'm not mistaken. He was talking about there was money at SARS and someone stole the money. And then all of a sudden, there's this other fund called the White Spiritual Boy Fund. And then there's the Heritage Fund. And then there's some guy in Singapore. And then there's a Chinese guy who actually controls the money from Singapore. And then there's a real guy who owns the money at the back that he wants the media to uncover the money from the guy from the back. And then he teams up with this other white boy, right? His name, Fonte, whatever his fucking name is. He says he's a shareholder of Reserve Bank. So now we move from SARS, we go to Reserve Bank. He says he's a shareholder of Reserve Bank and he knows the money is there. All right? Now, let me tell you something. This white guy, he looks like apartheid diverted and missed him. He doesn't look like anyone you can take seriously. I think, because firstly, dog, my understanding is that you can be a shareholder in
biggest bank in the country.
In the Reserve Bank, but you don't have insight into the workings of the bank. Right? That's my understanding. I stand to be corrected.
Yeah.
So when this guy comes up, nigga can't even buy a tie. Have you seen the pictures?
I've seen the videos.
He seems to have just like walked from his farm to Senton, opened a case against Cyril, which was last week. All right. And it's like, Tokyo, if we fool these guys enough, if we just fool them for a week and they believe us, surely someone's going to fucking sponsor us. Right? Personally, I think Utokyo knows about some money.
Yeah.
Of which it's his money that he was scammed. That's the money he knows about. There's a sanga. Lalel. When you've got a Chinese guy and a black guy in Africa, there's some corruption shit going there. Right? It's similar to when you see a Nigerian and a colored guy. There's some fucking drug shit going on there. Understand? So, these guys are fucking whack. These guys are losing it. These guys are fucking losing it.
Came in early.
Dude, every time I see a story, I'm trying to follow it. But you listen to it. He did a press conference for more than 2 hours. Do you get my point? Right?
Get your point.
For us fit, that's like 3 rounds. Of performance, this guy's fucking doing his soundtrack to your fucking. After you finish fucking, you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Right? Now, I won't diminish what he's done to get the country to where it is now. He was part of. They say he got arrested, right? I think they probably tortured him.
Yeah.
Right? Ran some electric currents through his body, fried his brain.
The shock value is still there.
Yeah. Because no one can actually, you said you support him. No one can actually say what exactly this guy's saying.
Look, okay. What I'm saying is, why would Tokyo just come out? Tokyo was somewhere in his resort.
Yeah.
Shooting something in his resort there, right? He has private planes. He has all the money in the world, right? Why did he think there's a need for him to say those things? For what? What is he going to benefit?
I think this is just a wild case, right? I think he's running out of money.
Tokyo.
To upkeep these youngins. It's not cheap, dog. It's not cheap. Understand?
Hey.
When he used to take his wife out, they used to go to Nando's. These youngins don't want to go to Nando's. That's a starting point. Do you get my point? So now, to upkeep this lifestyle,
he needs money.
Of course.
So you're saying...
And I think he's pissed off that he got scammed.
So you're saying Tokyo is looking for a payout?
Of course.
Okay. Who's going to pay him? Are they going to pay him to shut up? Or?
No. I think the money, he's trying to recover the money from who scammed him. So now what he's doing is that he's accusing his SARS and he's accusing the Reserve Bank. And now he's making this big hula pulu, right? With this hula pulu, people are going to demand investigations. Through investigations,
they're going to find some discrepancies.
They're going to find that he was scared by who? Then he can get his money back. I don't think he truly, truly believes. The story just does not have weight, right? The story, you see, this story is like how Julius is now.
Okay.
It doesn't have weight. It's slim.
That almost It almost flew over my head.
It doesn't have weight.
It's slender.
Eh?
It's slim.
His story is chowed on herbal, you need herbex. Look, man, I think it's entertaining, and I think
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Besides the fucking around that I was talking about, but I think on a real, maybe he's trying to do a political comeback. You know, to get his profile up there as a corruption buster and all of that shit. I don't really think he believes what he says.
For the big seat.
Eh?
For the big seat.
Well, with what is happening politically, especially within the ANC, there's a lot of towing and froing. Yeah, so I'm thinking he's saying there's chaos there. The pigs are eating each other.
I can go for
I'm gonna go in there. You understand? But yeah, we're probably gonna follow it. We're gonna touch on it going forward. But this is some crazy shit, bro. This is like, even the guys in Hollywood, they're like, what?
Hey, bro.
What?
It's going down, eh?
No, this is crazy. It's
going down there.
Another story that went down. Talk about things that were going down. Ooh, babes. As Mampitsha would say, ooh, babs. Ooh, babs. They got married, man, traditionally.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see the pictures?
I saw the pictures.
Oh wow, man.
I was reading some of the speeches from their friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah.
I was so shocked, man. I saw the pictures and I was like, I've never seen a fucking fat leopard. What? And I was like, oh shit, it's not a leopard, it's a Mampitsha.
You know what? I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
It was like, what the fuck is going on up in here? Look, I'm happy, all right?
Yeah.
I'm happy that, I'm happy that they got married, man. At least now, when Upapes gets another slap, it's gonna be an internal thing, you know. Jesus, we all know she's gonna get a slap.
What's with you and the shots today?
Huh?
What's with you and the shots? Come on.
That guy is angry, bro. That guy is angry.
Mampitsha is a teddy bear, man.
Fuck teddy bear. You saw that slap?
I saw it. That was a bitch slap. That was not a
no.
But
the movement, he sort of like left the ground for like 2 centimeters, and he like reached out.
God, let's not make it joke out of this, please.
And I'm like, okay, so I was wondering as well, because I think they say Babs is pregnant, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the pictures I saw.
And you think it's Savannah? Because that tummy is a little bit bigger than usual.
She's getting. You know, the older you get, your metabolism slows down, and
yeah. So, and she's not performing a lot.
She's not performing a lot.
Yeah.
So she's gaining because she's not active. Even if she's pregnant, maybe it's time, man. So, hey, bro. Hey, congratulations to them, though.
Remember that song about Umpete?
Yeah,
that's what they're doing.
They're doing a lot of that.
Yeah,
since they're not performing.
I actually think I know Guti, it was Babes' song, but I think it's the other guy was making that bed go tiki tiki.
Yeah, it was the other.
They should get a bed with hydraulics. This is so that it doesn't make the noise. You know, like you remember those cars, the
low riders.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But you know they
even a fucking truck.
They met on the set of Hawaii.
I heard about that.
And you know the funny part is, I heard about this in 2016.
Heard what?
That they met on the set of Hawaii.
Yeah.
It was by a guy. This other guy used to be my colleague when I was still in the banking industry.
Mm-hmm.
He was my colleague, and he used to work for an alcohol company, and they sponsored the Hawaii music video. So that's when they met, because he even was he was the one who hired Babes and her friends to come do cameos. So he was like, you guys don't know, but I'm the reason Mampitsha
fuck.
and Babes
he's reaching.
Babes got there. No. He's one
He's
of those.
reaching.
No. He's one of those.
So you saying Babes went to the Hawaii video and landed a whale?
Yeah.
That whale beached. You know when they say the whale is beached when they wash up on shore, bro.
Wash up on shore.
Eh?
Yeah. So he's basically the guy who got, because when Babes and her friends got there, Babes was all over the place, you know, apa and stuff. And then Mampitsha was like, who's one?
Whole thing is pinch. Let me pinch myself.
Let me pinch myself in there. So yeah. And when I saw the I got on Twitter when you sent me the thingy. And I was watching, it's like, it's beautiful, man. You know, love is beautiful.
Yeah.
Love
I think you know, she gave off that like those fun cassette checks, you know those ones without future.
Yeah.
They're
The
like
ones
down
that-
to do shit, bro. Hey,
You know, groove is not groove without those kind of girls.
of course, they crazy, bro. They crazy, especially in Durban, bro. With Umkwenyo, I don't know if you know Umkwenyo. It's like ecstasy type of shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and they'll dance like the whole night. Eh? The only thing they drink is just water. It's just drinking water because they're overheating, bro. Like I want to Texan Dali E20.
E20.
They're like fucking overheating, bro. And they dance. And now the thing is, as guys, and you're like, fuck. Of course they'll drink drinks there and there, but mostly it's like water, right?
Yeah.
And they're dancing, and you're like, fuck. It's 1 o'clock. You know, 1 o'clock that window period.
Yeah.
That's when you're meant to
Yeah.
step out, man, pull your shit and
Yeah.
power. Hey, these people are social market down. You're like, what the fuck? We need to go fucking.
You're still busy, yeah.
Dude. And then that's how actually there's this it's not called the after party, it's called the morning bang.
Okay.
So what has happened is that with them eating these drugs, they can't sleep.
Oh,
Right?
shit. Okay.
So when they leave the club closes at 2 or whatever,
Yeah.
then they go to someone's house, and then the party starts at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Another party starts, and it's called the morning bang. And they just go on, bro.
When do they sleep?
Fucking go on. Eh?
When do they sleep?
No, with
During
those
the
drugs,
day?
bro, you can cross nights with that shit, bro. You can cross nights with that shit. And you just go, they can party the whole weekend.
Jesus.
Party the whole weekend.
Jeez.
You know? So, the only thing you have to have is like Valpra and Hot Wings. Those chicks are always hungry, bro.
Women are always hungry, though.
So yeah, dog. They got married, and they did a traditional wedding. I think they couldn't find a big enough suit for Mampitsha. So yeah. Pincho, I'm playing, dog. So that is beautiful. They've taken it to the next step.
Yeah, man.
He's made a real woman of Babs.
I always thought Babes.
I thought I'll
belongs to
get
the
married
street.
before Babes.
I thought Babes belongs to the streets, man. All this time, I thought Babes belongs to the streets.
Well, she's been knocked into place. Anyway, let's get off this Babes shit, bro. But anyway, congratulations to them, man. And yeah, guys, give me an invite. I want to MC that shit, bro.
MC the
I'm
white
gonna
wedding.
MC. It's gonna. Yeah.
I'm gonna MC the white wedding.
Yeah. Why not?
He's gonna slap you.
No, man. I should be there. I'll bring the jokes. Fat jokes.
You bring the fat jokes.
Yeah, the fat jokes.
Jesus.
The next story that we saw that I want to touch on, fuck, dude, we're having so much fun. We really
I need to get
getting
to
there.
work,
Okay. We're talking about Tokyo Spoke about babes. Do you want to touch on this Starlink's situation quickly?
Yeah, man. What I have to say is, because okay, here's the backstory with Starlink. Apparently, they obviously wanna bring it to South Africa, right? And it's gonna be like, they wanna.
Is it satellite TV?
No, it's broadband.
Oh, broadband. Yes.
Internet.
Yeah.
They wanna distribute it to the low income
Yeah.
areas and stuff.
I heard it's already in Brazil and some other
it's
areas.
already
Okay, yeah.
like India. But the problem is, ICASA has this rule that 30% of the equity shareholders must be black.
Okay, all right.
Another 30% must be from previously disadvantaged backgrounds.
Aren't those the same people?
Yeah, more or less.
All right.
Because
Okay.
the black film focuses on us, right? And the other disadvantaged includes the physically challenged, disabled people, I think.
No, man. Previously disadvantaged, my understanding is that
Just
the guys that were having it tough during apartheid.
Yeah. Those. So it might also mean the previously disadvantaged. It will include your colors, Indians.
Oh, yeah?
I think.
Oh, yeah?
Because black and previously
I
disadvantaged.
was saying about night,
should be-
I also
should
got
be
a
the same-
cut in here.
should be the same thing. But then I was saying I think 30% is not enough. But then ICASA, the independent body of telecoms, ICASA came out, so they're like, we want all the licensees to be black. And I was like, okay, yeah, that could.
What do you mean licensees? So
like your Vuma.
okay.
Vuma
All right.
is a licensee for, I think, is it Telkom? They work for Telkom.
Yeah, okay.
There's this other one, I see their cars everywhere. So those kind of companies.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
So there are a lot of broadband companies.
No. I use Metro Fiber here.
Metro Fiber, yeah. So apparently those licensees who are gonna distribute, they must be black. So at first I remember when you sent that story and I was like, I think 30% is small, but then when I read further that the licensees must be black, and I was like, okay. Because we're getting we're getting niggas going to school studying.
So wait. So when you say 30% previously disadvantaged, 30% black,
equity. From the company.
Equity. Yeah. So in total, that is 60%.
I think. Yeah.
Which means he's gonna bring his company here and not control it. Okay.
No. He's gonna control it. Remember, he's gonna be left with 40.
But these two blocks put together
those two blocks
can vote together,
they're gonna be distributed. Maybe I might get 1%.
No. I'm saying those two blocks put together, 30 plus 30.
Yeah.
I was there when the teacher asked me this question.
Yeah.
In grade 1. It equals 60. And
look, okay.
60 out of 100 gives you a controlling block.
Yeah. But then, is it into the actual shareholding or
No.
just the
This is
equity?
your story.
Yeah.
This is your story.
It's not into the actual company. It's into the equity. It's like
equity is shares.
Yeah, look at it this way, right?
So if I've got a 60% shareholding.
No, not shareholding. Equity. Equity can be like, AKA with the watermelon, right? He doesn't get paid a lump.
Equity and shares the same thing.
No.
You own a percentage.
Yeah. Of the profits, not the actual company.
But then how can you earn profits if you don't own
like
the company?
AKA doesn't own Cruise.
Yes, but he owns a percentage
of the watermelon.
Of the watermelon. So out of that, his equity is a shareholding.
Okay,
Dude.
Am I confusing them?
Equity meaning. All right. The value of shares issued by a company that owns 60% of the groups. It's equity and shares is the same thing. It's an interchangeable.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is,
he's bringing his company.
I'm finding it difficult to get to a point where, unless, again, this is your story.
Yeah.
Unless you maybe got something maybe mixed up or something like that.
I think I got something mixed up there.
But I find it very hard to say 60%, all right? Because these two groups can talk and vote together.
Out, yeah.
And you don't own your company anymore. You can't give direction to your company anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay, what we'll do is that we'll go into this, we'll read into it, and then maybe when we do our next pod, we'll have a better understanding of what is happening. All right. And something serious actually happened this past week, which I think I need to bring to everyone else's attention. This is monumental. This is huge. This is huge. This is huge. A fucking thief stole Mihlali's wig at the airport. This is monumental.
You know,
we should stop the vaccination rollout and figure out who stole Mihlali's wig.
You know, guys, please stop.
It's important. This kahle, you know what? I can understand government corruption,
but you can't be stealing Mihlali's.
You can't steal Mihlali's wig,
guys. That's a brave.
This is a young woman.
It's Peruvian.
From the dirty streets.
It's a Peruvian
who built herself up, got to a stage where she could afford a fucking wig.
Now you're gonna stay.
A black young female who has empowered herself, and you're still her wig. How the fuck is she gonna get campaigns with you fucking stealing his wig? Hey?
You know what's funny?
What the fuck is the use of SANDF when they can't protect Mihlali's wig?
You know what's funny? What I found funny was when she said this on Twitter had it. When she had made this announcement on Twitter, they had it.
Mina, as you can see, I'm boiling. Ooh. I am boiling.
Jeez.
This is an attack on our influencer industry, our fastest growing industry. After DJing.
Nah, man. Influencer is bigger than DJing now. Everyone is an influencer now.
How is Mihlali gonna sell alcohol to young girls without the fucking wig?
Without the fucking wig. The expensive wig.
Now, instead of Tokyo getting SARS to investigate this and that, this is a more important issue. Where are the fucking hawks? Where's the fuck?
Wait, was she inside the airport? Did someone just
the story is, you know when you go and your baggage gets put in the baggage compartment. So when you jump out the plane, you have to wait for the baggage pickup station or whatever to come out. When she picked it up, somebody has tampered with the baggage.
With the bag and the wig was not there.
This is a crime against the country.
Y'all
don't realize how important this situation
is. This is terrorism.
Damn right, Skippy.
This is terrorism. Who's the Minister of Defense?
I would support death penalty coming back just for this case.
Who's the Minister of Defense?
What the fuck was he doing?
Why is he quiet? Where is he?
Where's the fucking statement? What's happening here, people?
Jesus.
I think we need to rights to the presidency, just like Tokyo.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we don't get blue ticks.
Got blue tick.
How can you blue tick a billionaire?
Hey, this country, we just need to close this country for a week.
Yeah, man.
Just close it for
Yeah,
a
man.
week.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think.
Let's just go and reset.
Yeah,
Reset button.
yeah.
Like,
But seriously, on a serious matter, I think the wig needs to come back. I think there should be a reward. If Mihlali offers a reward, I'll fucking find it, dog.
for the
I'll
week.
fucking find it. I'll go to Royal, sample the services and look for the wig.
Summit.
Go to Summit.
Jesus.
Anyway, to my beautiful young sister Mihlali, I think at some stage it's gonna come back. I hope you had a tracker on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you had a tracker on it.
Let's install tracker
And-
chips on it.
Yeah, man. And the people that stole it, it should be a crime against humanity.
You know, in central CBD, they
Yeah.
snatch it off your head.
Yeah. Well, at least she was out of harm's way on this
Yeah.
one. You know, at least our queen don't use taxis. You know, so that was very important in the story, that she was stolen. The wig was stolen. You know, at a place where rich people go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
They're not safe.
yeah, so maybe she should actually consider using taxis. But that's a story for another day. We need the wig back. And if anyone has got the wig, man, or knows its whereabouts, if you've spotted it somewhere, please do comment downstairs, man. We'll take the information and probably just flush it down the toilet. But we'll make good use of it.
Johnny's on fire today.
Okay. Anyway. Shut, man. Anyway, I wanna play a song here. We're going to a music review, man. We are an hour 20 minutes in. We're an hour 20 minutes in, man. Right? That's like as long as Zuma takes to get an erection. An hour 20 minutes.
Jesus. Oh, why did you go to Devon? Is this why you went to KZN? You went there to get your savageness.
No. You guys take this thing seriously.
Why did you go to
You guys take it lightly. You all take this shit lightly.
You know, Baba.
You know when you get older, above 50, an erection just doesn't go once. Even number stages.
No.
Understand?
Baba drinks umkluzo.
I don't give a fuck what he drinks.
Umkluzo.
I'm telling you.
He's strong, that man.
I'm telling you. I'm not saying he doesn't get an erection. Don't get me wrong. He does get an erection. I'm just saying it goes in stages. Yeah. I think it goes in stages. Every 10 minutes, it's a degree up. And that's why he's actually dating young girls, because young girls can have the patience for that, right?
Oh, yeah?
Older females, by the time 1 hour, 20 minutes is done, they already passed out.
Already passed out, yeah.
You get my point? And then you have to start the whole process again. You wake her up, the guy goes down. Yeah. So the young girls,
They can wait.
right? They eat some quinoa.
Runs around the house. She runs around the house while you are busy getting your ish together.
Exactly. But let's go to our music review. Who's this lady? Ayanda Jiya. I've heard of her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know if I see her. I've heard of her music. But what I'm going to play here, man, it surprised me. Pleasantly surprised me. It's an album called Queen.
An EP.
Yes, sorry about that. EP called Queen. Drop the spot.
Fire, man.
Right? So I'm just going to just pop one song in, but basically it's an EP with 7 tracks. It features Flame on the first track, features Kwesta on the third track, features A Reese on the 5th track, and it features Stoogie T on the 6th track. I don't know why they put the fat guy at the end, but
What? They picked him last. They picked him last.
You know, in the race, I don't know if you remember if you guys had athletics at school. There's only 2 people that get clapped for, right? In any race. It's the first guy
And the last guy.
who's an overachiever, fucking ass.
I was always the first guy.
Yeah. And then the last guy. But the last guy's claps are not like the first guy's claps.
No.
The first guy's claps are, "Ah." You know, the first guy's claps sound like this.
And then the last
guy's claps on.
they go with the step. Like
Yeah. It has to be in sync, with the movement. I remember what one friend of mine said, do you know how you can figure out like self-assess when you fat, right?
Okay.
It's when you're sitting on the couch, before you stand up, you have to strategize how you're gonna stand up.
Just know you're fat.
Yeah, no. If you have to say, I have to put my hand here, I have to put my hand here, there's no way that you're fat. Anyway,
Ayanda Jiya.
Ayanda Jiya, let me pop the song, man. I want to play the one with Aries. I thought it was dope. The first 2 tracks, if you guys listen, they're actually samples of house tracks. The first one is a house track. The second one is an R&B track. But the samples were done so well. But I'm not going to play that. Yo, better listen, man. Ayanda Jiya. And I'm so happy about R&B.
Coming back.
Oh, man. R&B in SA.
It's fire. Man.
Yeah. R&B in SA, I fucking dig it. And you know what? While we play this on the background, I was actually thinking about this conversation where you start, when we were talking about UNSC, and people are like, UNSC is raps in English, wada. And then they're like, yeah, but how can you guys say Elaine is good? She also sings in... Rapping and singing are 2 different things.
Yeah.
And they've got different heritage. Not Tokyo's heritage, but heritage, right?
Not Uncle Tokyo's one.
No. So, and those things, with singing, it's singing. With rap and hip hop, it was about people rapping where they come from, their background, their hood, and their cities. Understand? So with those 2 heritages, you can't compare the 2. You get my point. You can't compare the 2. And I was just saying, I want to bring that point up. We'll probably have another conversation where we go deeper into it. But she's good. She's good.
You do agree that she's rapping on this one, right?
Yeah. Well, you remember that there's now that, you know, there's girls
Rapping,
that sing.
singing.
Yeah, that sing with these exotic voices.
Yeah.
You know, so you get to a point where it's your Bryson Tiller type waist in the middle. So I don't blame him, man. This EP for me, and it's got those. It gives back the sensual into R&B. This is nice from Aries.
Very nice.
You said a lot about me, I don't like the respect, but I remain silent, don't you forget. Remember when they told me that if I do it without them, then I won't progress.
Whoa.
But then again, I realized if I do it without them, then I'm at my best.
What?
Yeah. How many times do I really gotta prove myself? Show you I can do it myself. Even some of my idols got help. This is all I got, nothing else. Try not to lose it. Better yet, lose myself. Try not to lose my step. This life chose me, motherfucker. I ain't choosing myself.
Hey. Wow.
I want to thank me.
This is beautiful. This is fucking beautiful. This is beautiful. Congratulations to Ayanda. And I hope that with those new kids that are coming up, there's this other one called CB, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
She's also doing R&B. I hope with what they're doing is actually going to give a bigger profile to vocalists, firstly, but secondly, the genre of music that is sensual and not popish, like true R&B. And this is dope. The features that she put on blend in well with the music, right?
Those fire, man.
Yeah, and the features can actually drop down a level and go with the music, right? And not like override the music too much. So this is pretty dope, man. Guys, go out, please do listen to it. It's pretty dope. I love it.
I also love it, man.
Yeah.
I told you when I got here, like, I didn't expect this. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect this.
Yeah.
I didn't expect this kind of body of work where even the features are well put together. The storylines in the tracks in terms of the features.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while, or because rappers have this thing of being featured on a song and not rap about what they're featured on about.
Yeah.
You know, a song is about heartbreak. He comes in, breaks about the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But every feature on this EP, from Flame, Kwesta, Stogie to Aries, there's this topic.
Yeah. They stick to
They
it.
stick to the
No,
topic.
man.
They tell, and all of them tell stories.
Yeah.
It's just Flame who comes in, with the vocals.
Yeah.
The other guys, they're storytellers.
No. It's dope. It's well put together. I think before we started, you had actually said this is quality of an album. And I totally agree with you, man. If she's still going to release something else and it's an album, and
she better.
And it's and you can imagine that there's probably some songs that are left out of this movie for the album. But if this is an EP, the album's gonna be fire.
It's gonna be fire. Man.
Yeah, this album's gonna be fire. Ayanda Jiya, I didn't know you. I know you now, and I'll pay more attention to what you're doing.
Definitely listening.
Fucking brilliant.
We definitely
fucking
listening.
Brilliant. That's our show, man, for today. Yeah, we've run 1:30.
Hit like, subscribe, and that bell ring.
Yeah, man. Make it rain.
Yeah.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
Make it rain. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. This has been the Takeover Non-Pitches.
Cheers, guys.